Number 326 in the indicator range in the third movie in the Bogart and Noir set is Tokyo Joe. Now, this is all about the character of Joe, played by Humphrey Bogart, who is returning to Japan after the war. He used to own a bar there, and now he has a several-day visa to go and kind of wrap up business dealings, so to speak. So he gets there. He's kind of connecting with his old friend and seeing how the war has kind of ravished Japan and changed it forever. And he discovers that his old girlfriend is still in the city, is alive. And he decides to reconnect with her. Fortunately, she's married to a kind of rich and influential man. And Joe is up against the odds, making no qualms about his decision to try and win back his girlfriend.
Just one thing. I'm taking her back.
And to do that, he kind of tries some underhanded dealings, going in with the underground Japanese kind of mafia to open up an export business where he can transport things through plane, although he doesn't quite know exactly what he'll be transporting at certain.
Of course, I know why you want to stay in Japan. You think that if I give you a little time, you'll still be able to take my wife away from me.
Tokyo Joe is another one that just feels a little bit too long for the story that it's got. It feels really meandering at the start before it locks in on the tale that it wants to tell. But that tale can be fairly interesting once it gets going, and particularly the ramp up to the finale was really fun, engaging and exciting. But it's that opening half hour of the movie where things are almost tedium as we watch our character go through some bureaucracy and try to get a longer visa. It's not the most riveting of stuff, but of course Bogart, as their main man, makes it a little bit interesting. What I kind of liked about this one was all to do with the kind of thrilling elements of it. The beginning of his business, flying planes to and from, trying to coerce visas out of people to make sure that he can stay there and continue his business, to even open his business, to see the ramifications of getting on or getting in bed, so to speak, with this kind of Japanese person who seems very kind of menacing, that quiet menacing, where you know that he has no qualms at all with just killing this man and burying him in a shallow grave if he stops being useful to them. The relationship at the heart of it, as we have Joe and his forgotten blonde dame trying to reconnect, is just not that interesting. It's not something that I was personally invested in, and the inclusion of the fact that Joe may have a daughter felt like a little ham-fisted emotional twist to facilitate something that happens in the final third of the movie. Again, it's unnecessary. It elongates the film and doesn't make it any more impactful, other than giving our character a little bit of motivation later on, which he already has plenty of anyway.
Joe, you're in terrible trouble. They know all about your last flight at the Daiichi building.
Tokyo Joe is kind of driven by the performance that Bogart has here. To hear his particular twang, which I can sympathise with, as he delivers Japanese, is kind of funny. To see him interacting, especially with his co-owner of the bar at the start as they have a little judo match, was really kind of fun. I felt it should have lent more onto the kind of espionage element of that, where you have these factions within Japan of the people of the war who are frustrated, kind of looking to build up their country again, looking to take back against the Americans in there carefully watching all these people. There could have been more played on that, because that's where all the excitement and the fun in this one comes. Ultimately, it's just another it's good enough kind of movie from this set. I'm still waiting on that knockout punch of one that's just going to be fantastic. Hopefully in the next 3 movies we'll find at least one of those. Tokyo Joe was fun, interesting enough, nice to see Bogart in this kind of role, I would say, but there's not much here offering repeat viewings, one that's going to draw me back to enjoy it again and again. Still, I would love to know your opinion on Tokyo Joe. Please let me know in the comment box below whether you loved, hated, and fell somewhere in the middle of this one. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you're interested. And in the description box below are links to the Patreon, the membership program, and manvfilm.com, where you can go and support me in your own way, which would be fantastic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.